Today on The Busy Fan, we got Elite Eight action for you, super exciting basketball, and Russell Westbrook did something no one's ever done before. Find out what.
This is real life, little home, that's why I stayed down. I done came up off that boy, look what I made now. Like Nike, I just do it.
All right, so let's start with the Elite Eight. That's what everyone cares about. That's the most important thing going on. So in the Elite Eight, we had the first game of the day, Oregon State versus Houston. This one was super exciting. Houston dominated most of all of the first half and looked like they'd carry that going forward into the second half. But Oregon State came out firing. They started hitting their shots, doing all the right things, and they made it a ball game. It was like a 4 3-point game with about a minute and a half left. But coming down the stretch, Oregon State did get some bad calls against them. Questionable calls that didn't go in their favor. But the big storyline here was Oregon State just didn't hit their free throws. Not necessarily at the end of the game. They were losing, so it wasn't they were getting fouled at the end of the game and then didn't make their shots. But they shot 55% from the free throw line in this game. That's just not going to cut it at this stage. People are way too good. You need to make your free throws if you're going to have a chance. So Houston is moving on to the Final Four, but good. It was a good game. Very exciting Elite Eight action. Still March, still madness. We love it. The next game was Baylor and Arkansas. That one, Arkansas is a crazy team. I feel like I haven't seen anything like them where they're, again, they shot like 11% from the three. Let's see, it was, not 11%. They shot 27% from the three, which is bad, not good at all. But they don't take that many threes. Like they're 3 for 11. And that's kind of how you win basketball games is, especially like the NBA and college basketball, you have to be hitting threes. But Arkansas has been able to not shoot threes, not make the few threes that they do shoot, and still hang around. It seems like they don't blow very many teams out, but also no one blows them out. They constantly keep it a good game, and that's what happened here with Baylor. Baylor is a great team. They're even better than I thought they were coming into this. I think Baylor is right up there. I think the best looking teams right now are definitely Baylor and Gonzaga. I mean, who knows? In the Final Four, anything could happen, but Baylor came out firing, dominated in the first half, similar to Houston. And just like that, Arkansas had a big comeback in the second half, made it a super close game. They won like a 12-2 run at the end there. And then all of a sudden, everything flipped. And they went like 8 minutes without scoring a basket. And it just all fell apart. And Baylor was able to hang on to this one. So Baylor's looking really good. They're moving on to the Final Four. I think we have some really good teams here in the Final Four with tomorrow is Michigan and UCLA, as well as USC and Gonzaga. So there's 2 1 seeds there. I mean, at this point, my bracket's completely busted. So I'm just rooting for upsets all over the place. And especially there's 2 Pac-12 teams that are playing tomorrow. And you guys know I love the Pac-12. So I'm hoping, for those things to happen. But both Michigan and Gonzaga have looked really, really good. Gonzaga has looked unbeatable, I think. So, but we'll see. I mean, it is March Madness. Anything can happen, and I'm excited to see what happens. So that's your Elite Eight action and or first 4 of the Elite Eight action, and we'll see the rest tomorrow. Now, let's go on to the NBA. Like I said earlier, Russell Westbrook did something no NBA player has done before. So he had a triple-double with 35 points and 20 assists, which is mind-blowing. We've seen Russell Westbrook do crazy things with these triple doubles, and I'm not a huge Russell Westbrook fan. I think, a lot of times, I mean, it's just kind of proven like he gets the numbers. He has great stats, and his teams don't always win. But I don't think this is his fault. Like he's on the Wizards. I think he's done a lot for the Wizards. Is doing his part with Bradley Beal. But this is amazing that he's able to pull something off like this. 35 points, 20 assists, triple-double. Just insane. And it's awesome that we get to watch it happen. And finally, let's talk a little bit of MLB action. Thursday is opening day, so I'm not going to talk to you about preseason baseball. But what should you expect on opening day? So The things that we're looking for this year is Dodgers are the favorites. They won last year, but if you remember the last couple of years, they're always the favorites because their roster is always stacked and they haven't won until last year. So we'll see. I'm a Dodgers fan, so I'm hoping good things come from them. But how Vegas has it is Dodgers plus 350. Yankees are next at plus 550. Then we have Padres plus 900, and White Sox plus 900. So those are the top teams that we're looking for going into the MLB. Vegas usually knows what they're talking about, so we're going to go off of them. But very exciting for another sport to begin as we continue on with the March Madness stuff. Saturday, we have more Elite Eight action tomorrow, and then Saturday, the Final Four begins. So let's just keep it moving, guys.